Hi guys, this is Chris here. I am going to show you today how to replace a damaged screen on an HP Pavilion G6 laptop. So the first thing we need to do is obviously unplug it and make sure we remove our battery. Okay, after that, to get the screen out, we're going to need to remove these. There's two little plastic covers right here. You're going to need a sharp knife to pry these out. Now, that one's already fallen out. I actually have removed these earlier. Again, just pry it out. These pieces are fairly delicate and you can tear them up pretty easily. The other thing is, once you peel them out, you need to make sure you don't stick them to anything. They won't stick very well afterwards. So, once that's done, we'll take our Phillips and remove the two screws that are underneath those. And I've actually already moved the one over there. And very carefully, you need to grab up under the edge and kind of work these out. You use your fingernails to pry them out. It's pretty stiff, but eventually they will start to pop out here. Just run your finger along. And once you get to the bottom, I just kind of put my finger between there and the screen and kind of run it along here. Some of them are a little bit stubborn. And our screen will come off. Our bezel will come off. So, next thing, you need to unplug our camera. A little cable there. Pull it out. Be gentle with that. And then we have two screws here that hold on this, actually three screws, two on this side. And it does help if your screwdriver is a bit magnetic. You kind of hold on to the screws and they won't be dropping everywhere. Alright, and that allows us to move these metal bits kind of out of the way and get to the screws underneath. I think that side's right. It's this side here that, I don't know if you can see that. This side here, there's actually some screws underneath here. So I need to kind of bend this out of the way. This is kind of an older model, so you may not have to do this with yours. This is a piece of aluminum. You kind of just got to wiggle it out. That will reveal the screw under here that's a bit hidden. Kind of a pain. Okay. The last two screws up here. So once you remove these, this back will start to fall out. Now if we've done everything, there we go. Now the last bit. We need to be very careful and pry up. Try to lower this here. Don't want to break it, but you need to pry off. This is stuck on here slightly. And we need to unplug the cable. Again, it's taped down, so you want to be careful. There we go. gently unplug it. Okay, it's also taped down. Gently. Alright, last bit. I've got 4 screws on the side. Now these side screws are a bit smaller than the other ones. The other ones are all the same size. These are actually smaller. So you want to keep those separate. Alright, that should allow us to take our screen out. Get a bit of tape there. So there we go. And we will get our new screen out. Obviously this has got a protector on the front. I'm just going to leave this plastic here just to put it on there so I have a little protection. Alright, now we would just reverse the process. Our 4 side screws in. Get it lined up right. Okay, now we need to hook our cables back up. Put them back down. Need our video cable. Like so. Alright. Reattach our back case. camera cable back in. Might be a little easier. Go. You want to make sure you don't put the screw that holds the bezel back on. Which is this one here in the bottom corner. And we need to put the screw here underneath our hinge cover. And then we need to work our hinge cover back in. It's a bit awkward. Bend it back. And attach the screw. And we got our last two screws for the bezel. And the bezel just snaps back in place. Snap it all the way around, including the bottom. And finally the last two screws. Now if you were able to save your plastic bits, which I was not, you can just recover those right there. And you're done. Alright, so I've got the battery back in, and next thing you need to do is just test it. There we go. Screen's looking good. So again, thanks, and good luck.